Namaste, producers and Taurus risings, and welcome to the new SUPERScope Weekly Edition. My name is Christopher Witecki. I'm a modern mystic, and I'm also a soul biographer. I help people put the steps of their life back in order, and I help you step into your power, into your heart, and into your awareness. It's great to be in the Temple of Gaia. That's what I call the Earth. And now we're at a nice country mountain stream because I felt like a mountain stream was kind of perfect for the sun in Capricorn. Now, I believe in the steps of life. There are 12 steps to life, and everyone is born doing one step naturally. When you're a Taurus or a Taurus rising, you are a natural born step 10. And step 10 is actually 2 steps in one. This is one of the reasons why Tauruses are so heavy. All right, is because you got to move 2 steps. There's only one other sign that's 2 steps, and that's Virgo. They're also a 2-step as well. Our 2 steps, I'm a Taurus too, is step 1, which is I love, and step 0, which is I protect. But when you put protection forward, it's actually trusting. When protection is behind you, it is actually protection. So really, we're a 0-1-0, and everyone is a 0-1 or a 0-2 or a 0-3 and so on. And you're a 0-1-0, I'm a 0-1-0. That is a Taurus, basically, which is a Leo. So a Taurus is a Leo with 2 Scorpio energies on either side of it. And that's how you manifest. If you want to manifest something, you've got to put love in a jar and protect it, and it will grow in consciousness no matter what. Law of attraction will bring it into it. Now, most of where we screw up as Tauruses is the protection, the damn zeros. We know we're number 1. That's not a problem for me. It was always the protection. And it wasn't until Saturn went into Scorpio recently in the last year that I started to understand how non-protected I was everywhere in life, how I never protected myself, how I never put zeros around things to give me a little space, give me a little breathing room, give me a little protection. I just didn't do it. I ended up in the hospital 3 times. So what are the I protect? What are the I manifest? So when you love and you trust, you manifest. And that's what we rule as I manifest, the step of manifestation, which is the 10th step. There's only one more step after manifestation, and we'll talk about that another time. But manifestation is when you call it in, and that's what Tauruses and Taurus risings do, is they call it in. They call it in and say, come on, God, universe, I was there for you, be there for me, right? So moving into this, what does this mean? Oops, this is actually the wrong slide. So I wonder if I can actually change it live here. And this is the new me where I just go, you know what, we're going to change slides instead of stop a recording because we are not always perfect. So what are we working on? We're working on the actual I believe. There we go. The I believe state of awareness is what the step 10s are working on. That is your belief, your knowledge, and your wisdom. And this week we move into the wisdom. We move into the higher level of your collective conscious truth, where you're going to decide that you believe in a wisdom within you or not decide. And that will be the guide of where you go. Because for a Taurus or a Taurus rising or a step 10, the way you do the trusting part is that you surrender to your beliefs. That's why Tauruses are so stubborn. It's like, it's not that we're stubborn, it's that we're stable. We're very Capricornish, very step 8 about what we believe, because once we believe, we throw everything into that trust. We have to hold that bubble in front of us of trust. And we hold it because we believe in our hearts that this is true. So Tauruses are about to change. I'm changing like crazy. I mean, I feel amazing inside, I have to say. And it's because it's turning out that life is exactly what I believed all along, and my problem was that I let the world talk me out of who I was, and that was my issue with belief. I don't know what yours is. We can talk about it. But moving this week, let's take a look at the actual work involved, says the Taurus, the work. So Sunday, Monday, the moon is in Gemini, and so Tauruses are focused on money and manifestation for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And so the step 10s are literally calling it in and saying, bring it, universe. You're expanding on that on Tuesday. And this is all about like manifesting abundance through belief. So, you know, for Taurus and Taurus risings, if you can't manifest with it, then we can't believe in it to some degree. On Wednesday, no matter what comes in, you want to respond like you know better, respond like you know better. You want to respond in the belief that you know what you're wise about and you don't want to give that up. Thursday's a step 7, so God consciousness comes in on Thursday. Then on Friday, you're going to have to make a commitment. Something will call you to believe or not believe in yourself, and you will have to be there for yourself. So you have to make a decision to believe on Friday, and that's a step 26 or an 8-day. And the moon will be in Leo, so emotions will be wanting to be grounded, wanting to be centered. You want to be the queen or king of your own castle on that day. And so for this week with Tauruses or the step 10s, it's basically you're going to discover what you really believe in, decide what you believe in, commit in what you believe in, and go. All right, so it's all about belief. And this is really life purpose. This is about really committing to your heart's life purpose, what you were born to do, the thing that only you and God know. right? That's it. And then your partners will know after because you and God know. When Moses goes on the hill, or when Noah knows to build an ark, or you take any fable in time, these prophets came down to their heart knowing something, and it's not that you talk anyone else into it. That's what I'm realizing. It's that you share what you learn, at least I am, and for me, I'm just trying to get back to business. So it's an interesting time indeed. All right, I think that graphic shutting off says it's time to shut up with text and move on to the next slide. So we're going to look at the PLUR. We are powered by PLUR, peace, love, unity, and respect. And for the Tauruses, when it comes to inner peace, I think it will be partly cloudy and sort of blah. I think the bulls or the step 10s will have a little harder time maintaining that peace. That's because you have to keep boundaries between you and others really tight. That's because you have to keep boundaries with yourself really tight. You have to remain very sharp in your intellect and not let your emotions carry you away. And that's a big part of the inner peace this week, is that emotions can carry the Tauruses or the step 10s away. Whoops, I went way ahead of myself there. Oh my goodness. Let's go back to the inner peace and not let mine be threatened. In the outerverse, I think we're going to look pretty much blah. I think the world, we're going to be projecting a state of peace, but I think the world will maybe misinterpret what's going on with us. So be advised, the world might be asking, are you okay? When it comes to love, I think the Tauruses and the step 10s are feeling the love for themselves on the inside big time this week. And I think you feel your dreams coming true. And the more you believe, the more happiness you feel on the inside, which is good. In the outerverse, I think as soon as you warm up, you'll reflect that almost instantly. Remember, you are a Leo, protected by Scorpio energy, so you do really glow when you're happy. And so if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. When it comes to unity, I think Tauruses and step 10s will be like kind of wondering if everything's okay themselves. This is just part of the unity consciousness of Tauruses. They're ruled by Libra in the 6th house, so the step 10s do go back and forth about whether or not, that's why a Taurus is so stable, is because a Taurus is constantly bringing out the level and making sure that the bull ain't tipping. We have a lot of tipping conscious. We have a little paranoid being tipped, right? So that's my thing. So out in the outer world, this is my joke to the world, actually. This little graphic is like, this is how I think the outer world sees me. So I think when it comes to unity, I think the outer world sees me this way. And I don't know, you can tell me if this was right. When it comes to respect, I think the Tauruses are feeling sunny and cool. The more that you get into your self-respect of what you believe in and align your heart purpose and life purpose with that inner respect, I think your innerverse is going to be super sharp and cool. And I think in the outerverse, people are going to think that you are self-respectful and a little cloudy, a little hard to see, but still self-respectful and good. So I think the respect in the outer world is going to be great. Now, a couple of things. One, my life is changing pretty fast. I hope yours is too. And for this means I won't be doing personal readings much longer. If you want a personal reading with me, you've always have, this is the time to book me. You can book now and get 30 minutes free that will be good for the whole year. And really, I'm not quite sure after March where any Taurus is, frankly. So if you want one, come get one. And they all are recorded and delivered via MP3. Another thing I want to tell you about is if you're a woman, I would like to invite you to join GA Venus for free for 1 week. This is a stellar service that we have converted Soul Garden into, a soul service. Basically, it is a consumer protection agency for women. That's what this is. GA Venus is a consumer protection agency for women, along with spiritual advice and more. Try it out for 7 days for free and see if you don't like it. Even if you've been with us before, you've never been with this. And finally, I want to say that all of our content has now moved to soulmart.me. You can come to soulmart.me now, and in lieu of Soul Garden, because we put that site down for a while, and you can find out all sorts of things that you want about your heart's delight. Astro 101 is there. Master One Feather is there. We have a new series for astrology and girls. Dear Zen is there. And of course, My Practical Wizardry. All those shows will go live with our guided hangouts starting this week on Wednesday and Friday. And I'll be hosting live and on both days. So come on down to soulmart.me now and hang out with your friends. We have a chat room. It's really kind of gravy. So looking forward to it. All right, well, that wraps it up. My Step 10s, go out there, love and trust, do what you do best. And I'll see you in 7 days for more on 10. Until then, live, love, and let be, my friends.